What's the single dumbest thing I do every Kentucky Derby?
Well, maybe you just go and you bet a name of a horse, or you like the jockey's name or something like that, and
totally unscientific.
Exactly.
For example, there's a horse called Keen Olivia.
Yeah, we learned that the other day, Keen Olivia. But Peter Rotondo, I mean, this is what you're doing is almost a public service. What's the first best practice for amateurs to not lose that $100 we bet?
Well, what you have to do is you have to get the daily racing form and learn how to read it. It gives you the statistics of the horses, the trainers, the jockeys, and the class of the horse. And again, you could see how the track conditions are, if a horse runs good on a fast track or a muddy track.
So you got to have fundamental knowledge.
You have to have fundamental knowledge.
Lee Davis, when you're taking it beyond fundamental knowledge to the moment of the Kentucky Derby, there's 20 horses, everything in the odds is skewed towards those two favorites. How do you then decide on the other 18?
Well, like you guys call it, data. There's so much data available. You need to look at every option possible. So you're looking for value. So with 20 horses, you try not to pick the favorite. You don't want to pick the favorite unless you have to. Like, unfortunately, in this race, I happen to like the favorite, so I'm going to...
American Pharaoh,
who's going to be the most likely the morning line favorite. So how do I make money? I have to try to make a bet to incorporate the favorite with another horse. So I look for... I guess you would call it diversifying, like a portfolio. I have to pick, and I use American Pharaoh as a blue chip stock. And that's how, and I'm looking for, say, like a penny stock or an aggressive stock.
So it's a barbell strategy.
Right, something that maybe has some upside to it.
Do you have to bet on horse racing, do you have to have two classic accents like these guys? I mean, where's the accent exactly from?
I originally come from Brooklyn, live in Staten Island.
But which part of Brooklyn?
Bensonhurst, Bay Ridge.
Bensonhurst, Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, Bensonhurst.
Both, that's just great. I mean, it's so much more authentic than an idiot like me. Go ahead.
Indeed. Hey, the chair of the Federal Reserve comes from Brooklyn.
She does.
Powerful people come from
When she gets angry, she sounds like Peter Rotondo.
Exactly. Okay, so if I've got $100 and I have no idea what I'm doing, how should I spend my money?
Well, I'm a little different from Lee in handicapping this race. I'm going almost all in, like in a poker game. I love Frosted, number 15. Now, he's coming off a solid victory in the $1 million Wood Memorial at Aqueduct that was run on April 4th. This horse had some breathing issues. His trainer, Kieran McLaughlin, took care of it, and he ran the Wood Memorial in great fashion, winning by 2 lengths, going away. I think the 1.25 miles is going to be perfect for the horse.
Tell me about the importance of the pre-races, like the Arkansas Derby. Do pros like you care about these warm weather races?
The preps are very important, especially the track conditions. I try to compare the Churchill track condition to the other preps. So a lot of the preps, the track doesn't play the same as Churchill. So I try to take that into consideration.
Very importantly, like if it's muddy, it's great because they got 3 goggles on and all that. When they go and they're off, Peter Rotondo, what do you watch in a horse race? I'm watching my Mint Julep. What do you watch?
Well, I'm watching my horse, number 15, Frosted. I want him to break well, get good position, and stay, in this case, about 8-9 lengths off the pace, because I think it's going to be a pretty honest pace up front. And I need Joel Rosario, our jockey, to just bide his time, coming around the far turn, make his big move, and then just try to pull away in the stretch and hope that he can hold off the closes.
One of the great things about stock trading, and I think of Ed Thorpe at MIT, who invented a lot of this mathiness, is the reality is you make most of your money on a very few wins. Is your world the same way?
That's 100%. You need 3 out of 10. It's like a baseball player. If you go 3 for 10, you're going to the Hall of Fame. If you go 3 for 10 here, we're all rich.
And this is so important, Olivia. It's a 3 in 10 business.
It's a 3 in 10 business. There are 4 horses going into this weekend's Kentucky Derby who are undefeated. That's pretty exciting.
Right. But it's all about value at the end of the day. I mean, a lot of people want to, I want the winner, I want the winner. But if there's 9 races in a card, 33 to 35% of the favorites win. So you have to try to get the races where the favorite's vulnerable. And
so don't buy Tesla, look for the company. that's going to get you more value.
We're watching Yankees Red Sox this weekend. Baseball's doing pretty well. Hockey's booming with Rangers Capitals. Boxing, everybody says there's like this match and then that's it. What's the state of your industry right now? Are you guys going into this Derby and into Breeders' Cup and into your reality TV show, going the industry's on the up and up?
Horse racing's on the up and up. It has a lot to do with tournament play. Tournament play is...
What's that?
Well, tournament play is you can invest a little bit of money and make a lot of money. There's players from all over the country betting on horses, and it's basically they have 10 allotted races picked out.
Right.
If you have the most money after the 10 races are over, you win X amount of dollars. So for a small amount of money, you can win a lot of money.
So we got Hedge Fund Boy who makes a lot of money. He wants to impress people. He flies down there. He's got the girl with the big hat standing next to him. And Hedge Fund Boy blows $100,000 last year making no money. What's your advice to Hedge Fund Boy the second time around?
Hang out with Team Rotondo.
Team Rotondo.
And you'll make money.
And
we'll do it for free first time. And then when the guy wins $500,000, he'll come back and he'll be looking for us.
You're betting on Frosted.
Yes.
My $100 is going to be invested in, let me explain, $20 to win on Danzig Moon. He'll be 30 to 1. $5 exacta box, 5, 15, 18.
Okay, that's all we got. We can't go. We're going to leave everybody hanging.
If I'm right, you'll make a lot of money.